All right, next caller is Chuck in Little Falls. Chuck, go ahead.
Hi, Chuck, you there? Hello? I think we might have lost Chuck. Mike, I think we might have to go to somebody else. Hello? Chuck? Chuck, are you there? Well, looks like we lost Chuck. Mike, we might have to go to another caller.
Chuck, you there?
Congressman, yes?
Oh, there, Chuck. Okay. Oh, we lost you.
Well, I don't know what happened, but appreciate the opportunity that you're holding this. I wanted to see what this environment was like, and it's pretty good. I appreciate the opportunity. Just, one of the questions was already asked. I was kind of interested in a little more creative method to the tax code, but I just think we spend too much money individually trying to get our taxes done. But what I really want to say after that was I wanted to thank you for taking an opportunity to introduce a bill that it streamlined it for people in the military to get through security and things of that nature. I mean, we've been vetted 2, 3, 5 different ways. We spent a lot of government money in vetting most people in the military. 2/3 of us have to have top secret clearances to even do the business that we're being asked by our country to do. Yet for the longest time we have to be vetted at every airport, and overly scrutinized, even when we're in uniform. You're taking your combat boots off in the middle of just all all the things that go on with it. So I just want to tell you I appreciate at least looking at a common sense approach to something like that. And I can see that if you can carry that common sense approach throughout many of the things you're taking, the initiatives, I think it'd be successful. So I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Chuck. I really appreciate that. How the catalyst for that bill, I was actually in Reagan Airport going back home to Minnesota, and I was talking to a young trooper in line, and he just came back from Afghanistan, was going through Andrews Air Force Base, military lift, heading to Reagan Airport to get on a commercial flight heading home. And I remember looking down at his boots, and he still had red dust on his boots from Afghanistan. I'm looking at him going, this young man could have been in a firefight, less than 36 hours ago, and here he is, looking, trying to get home. And as he was going through the line, they allow them to keep the military blouse on and boots, but they always activate the alarm. So they have to then come back, take off their boots, take off their military blouse, take off their belt. And here's this young trooper in his stocking feet, holding up his pants because his pants were too big, and his T-shirt. And I said, you know what? This guy could have been in a firefight defending this country 36 hours ago. And I said, this is just wrong. So I brought it back to Homeland Security, and we were able to push a bill through, signed by the president. And I was very honored to be able to do that. So, and that definitely helped our Red Bulls coming back on leave. So thank you very much for your kind words, Chuck. And I hope you were able to benefit from that bill. So thank you. All right, Mike. Let's try another call here.
All right. Next caller is William in Duluth. William, go ahead. You're on with the Congressman.
Thank you, Congressman. Can you hear me?
Hi, William. Yes, sir. I sure can.
Okay, here's the question. The question is, part of it is, how can we expand the 8th Congressional District business opportunities like mining, forest products, building a new electric plants and stuff like that up on the Iron Range when a large chunk of the land is owned by the federal government, consisting like Voyager National Park, BWCA.
Yep.
I mean, how do you be able to do that when you've got every government agency from the Bureau of Land Management to the Bureau of Indian Affairs to the EPA to the Park Service, and then you got all these environmental groups like the Sierra Club and the Friends of the Boundary Waters suing all these guys trying to develop the land. Are you going to be able, what can we do to, stop this?
Yeah.
It's flowing.
Yeah. Well, we've had great questions, William. We have different roundtables, and we've had them with manufacturers, loggers, miners, and we incorporate all the information that we receive. One of the things, like for the Forest Service, is getting loggers to be able to get their quota. That's one of the things. In the BWCA land swap, we're swapping state lands and federal lands as well, so that we can harvest even more timber. Mining operations, same type of deal, where we can. And one of the things I forgot to mention, I'm glad we were talking about this, is the lands that we're swapping out to. Both sets of lands maintain hunting, fishing, multi-use recreational activities as well. So I know that's important for the 8th District of Minnesota as well. But I agree with you. But we have to be able to use the lands as they were intended, and make sure the administration is allowing us to do it. We have to be able to force the Forest Service to allow them, not allow, but to comply with quota regulations for logging and stump fees. We have to make sure that we can mine where we, in lands that are capable of conducting mining operations. And that's what I've been doing since day one. Basically beating back the EPA and overreaching federal government authority in our state. It's our state, and we need to keep on pushing back the federal government. So, great question, William. I've been doing it from day one. I will continue to do it as long as the people in the 8th District give me the opportunity in this office. So, thank you very much, William. I appreciate it. Again, press *3 if you'd like to ask a question, and press *1 if you'd like more information in the future from our office, or press *2 if you'd like not to hear from us again. So, next question, Mike.
All right, next caller is Ken, Pine River. Ken, go ahead. You are live with the Congressman.
Hi, Ken.
Thank you. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good, sir. And yourself?
My question goes... Well, I'm doing fine. My question is the alternative energy sources.
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with Arrow's data center?
No, sir, I'm not. I got to be honest with you.
They have been... Oh, you're not? Okay. It's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Okay.
For the last... And they collect all the satellite data.
Okay.
Commercial satellite data. And for the last 40 years, they have been using a majority of solar energy.
Mm-hmm.
They've got several acres of big solar panels out there. Why are we still spending foolish dollars on startup companies when we have the technology in our possession?
You know, sir, I have to be honest with you. I don't know anything about this company, and I really don't know what they do. But I'd like to learn more.
It's not a company. It's a government. It's a government entity. It's owned by the federal government.
Well, I tell you what, sir. Would you mind giving us a call offline and talk to a gentleman by the name of Garth? He is my legislative director. Here's our phone number here in D.C.
Hang on a second.
Yes, sir.
Let me go get a pencil. Because I was associated with them as a commercial contractor for many years, and I visited the place, and I just could not believe that we're wasting money.
Huh.
All right. What is the telephone number?
The gentleman's name is Garth. He's my legislative director, and the number is 202-225. Yep, 225. 6211.
6211. All right. And normal business hours?
Yes, sir. We're usually here about 08:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and we're usually out of here at 6:30 in the evening.
Okay. Well, I've been listening to all this garbage over the last few months about the solar energy fiascos. And I keep saying, well, we've got this technology already. Why are we, well, I'm not surprised, Democrats. But
well, we'd definitely like to learn more about it. So, thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. And Garth is sitting right across from me right here, and he'll be expecting your call sometime tomorrow, if that's okay with you.
He'll get a call probably tomorrow morning.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, I really want to thank all of you for joining me this evening, and I hope this call was as helpful to you as it was for me. It's always great to hear from Minnesotans, especially when I'm out here in Washington. Rest assured, I will remain an independent, conservative voice in Washington. I promise to uphold the fiscal conservative principles the people of the 8th District entrusted upon me, and I will continue to protect working families, take-home pay, seniors' Medicare, and lower tax burdens for our small businesses. Small businesses are the burden by Washington overregulation that comes from D.C. and desperately in need for the federal government to get out of our way. I am confident that the most successful economy in human history will succeed. It is a privilege serving you as your elected representative to Congress. I'd like to add, if you have a specific problem with a federal agency, or you'd like more information on a specific problem you are having, I encourage you to contact my district office toll-free at 1-888-563-7390. Again, the toll-free number for our casework office is 1-888-563-7390. If you still have a question and you didn't have a chance to ask, please stay on the line and leave me a message. Thank you all for being on the call this evening. My staff and I wish you a very good night. Good night, everyone.